Are you looking for ways to earn extra income? If so, in this series, I'm going to start sharing tips and strategies that part-time notary signing agents use to grow their signing agent business around their current work schedule. I mean, how would an additional $1,000 a month change your life? How would you like to work for yourself and build a business around your current work schedule, around your time and your family? Look, I know how difficult it can be to start something new, let alone your own business. Am I gonna have enough time? Is this gonna work? What if I fail? It's scary, but remember this, every notary signing agent you see today started with the exact same fears. The key is to understand that this business is designed to be a low risk and low investment with a high reward business, allowing you to grow at your own pace while maintaining your current work schedule. But before we dive in, remember to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. This way, you won't miss out on any of our upcoming episodes where we will share real stories, practical tips, and proven strategies to balance your time and grow your notary signing agent business. So let's get started. Where are you guys now, and how happy are you made this decision to take a risk on yourself and become a part-time signing agent?
Oh, definitely. Like if you asked me this going on like a year back, I would have told you, Mark, I don't know. Like I might wake up and I'm not gonna come home to a wife and a kid. Like, we were tight, financial struggles happened. Now it's where it's like that extra money is allowing me to go on trips, go do anything else I want to do and not feel like I have that headache where it's like, hey, did we take care of that other bill that we needed to pay? It's like, no, like we're there. Now let's have that play money or put away money, investment money, and go do something with it.
The very first episode of Life of a Part-Time Signing Agent with signing agent Darrall out in the great state of Florida. What's going on, man?
Much, man. How you doing, Mark? Good seeing you.
I'm so good. I mean, this entire episode is about inspiring people with full-time jobs that you can make consistent income as a part-time signing agent. So let's inspire everybody with your numbers. What do you make part-time?
I'm averaging $1,000 a month.
Every month you're making $1,000 right now.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what does $1,000 do for your life with your family? I mean, how much breathing room does that give you? Talk about that real quick.
It gives me a lot of breathing room. It's allowing me to pay towards bills, put money away to invest, have money to take care of the wife, the baby, and go on trips that we couldn't before, working full time and being paycheck to paycheck. But now with that extra $1,000, it's like,
let's just talk people through, what made you decide to jump in and be a signing agent? Like, where were you at so people can relate to your journey, man?
So we were living paycheck to paycheck. We were a little bit tight, certain things we couldn't do, certain things we couldn't buy, and I was like, I need to find another way to bring in some extra cash flow. And of course I stumbled across your videos. I was like, man, $75 an hour or even less to sit down, sign documents, break down documents. Like, if anybody can do this, why can't I?
I love that. Why can't I, man? And that's the go-getter attitude. But let's just talk people through, because I want people to see like what your life is like and how you build your signing agent business around your current job.
Yeah, so I'm the typical 8 to 5. My schedule's a little bit more flexible due to service time, of course, but 8 to 5, it's all day long. I'm taking any time I can to sit down, market myself to signing services, market myself directly to build clientele and get relationships built so people know, hey, this is Darrall Lucas. I'm with Lucas Notary Services. I'm available here whenever you need me.
And so what has your best month been as a part-time signing agent?
So my best month was back in March. I did a little over $2,000 last month.
That's incredible. $2,000 in 1 month, part-time, around a 40-hour work week. Okay, cool. So let's take people back to the beginning of your part-time journey. Let's walk people through how you're able to get to where you are. And I say that so we can inspire people, do what Lucas did to get where Lucas is at. So you just became a signing agent, you got the course, you went through the course, start there. What did your day look like? Be specific with your time schedules. When did you market? When did you make phone calls? So people can see, oh, I can build this around my 8 to 5.
Yeah, so going through the course, starting out the course on launch, I would sit down, do a couple modules, bang out a couple modules there and there. Boom, got done with the course, got certified. Okay, bam, grab that signing list. All right, set a goal in my head. All right, this week, we're just going to market. Let's just market. Sat down on lunches, sat down after lunches, sat down before work, and just started banging out emails and phone calls to signing services left and right.
How long did you get through the course working a full time? Like 2 hours a day here and there, like more or less?
More or less, probably 3 to 5 hours a
Okay.
week.
Nice.
As much as I could. Again, I am still working a full-time job. I'm still being a husband, still being a father to my daughter. So, I have those priorities before this, of course. But as soon as that baby went to sleep, it was, all right, grind time. Sit down, take the course, learn the docs, pass the course, bam.
I mean, I hope everybody heard that. Like, everyone always says, oh, Mark, I don't have time. No, you have time. You just aren't prioritizing what you want to do with that time. And you just said when the baby went down to sleep, you were studying. And I want people to hear that you can build this around a full-time business, but you just got to commit to the new business. You got to commit to the learning curve. And again, what I love about this conversation, Darrall, is you did this 3 to 5 hours a week. It wasn't like you put in 20 hours a week. And I think it's a big misnomer that people are getting through the course in a week. It's like, no, I did the time I could because I had a full-time job. I am a husband. I am a father. How long did it take you to get through the course? A month?
I want to say roughly about a month and a half.
Okay, cool.
Because I did repeat some modules too, just to re-visualize myself. So if I honestly want to say you want to get through it and like know what you're doing before you set foot, dedicate at least a month to 2 months.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it took you about 4 to 6 weeks to get through the course. Again, I just want to show the full-timers kind of the different progressions of different signing agents. There's no right or wrong. It's just your journey. We have a list of 200 and something signing services inside the course for loan signing system students. How did you attack it?
Again, when I got done with the course, that 200 plus list, I would wake up early in the morning, pack the baby's food, get my lunch ready, boom. If I still had 30 minutes before I really needed to head out the door, I sat down, knocked out a couple more emails and phone calls. So I would sit down, look at the list, grab the info, go on Google. Comfortable closings, bam. Hey, this is their contact info. Sign up on signing order. Send out a follow-up email. Hey, comfortable closing team. My name is Darrall Lucas with Lucas Notary Services located here and here. I service these counties. I'm available during these hours, after hours, weekends, whenever you need me.
I love it. So let me just stop you there. I hope everybody heard that. You saw the name on the list, but you took a one step more in some research. I went to Google. I Googled the name of the signing service. I found a little bit about the name of the sign. I found more contact information that was on the Google sheet. The Google sheet is supposed to be a starting reference point, not the end all. There's some responsibility we have as business owners to kind of take it to the next level. You did. And so I want everybody to hear that. You did that before, 7 o'clock, 7:30. Cool. You banged out one in that time. Take me to the next. You go to work. It's 8 o'clock now.
Yeah. So from 8 to 10, I'm banging out my morning emails, my morning work. All right. Lunchtime. Boom. All right. This is my next available time. I can sit down and dedicate an hour to bang out my work. All right. Bang. Let me chow down 15 minutes. Still dedicate that 45 minutes to sitting down and working on the business. Sit down, grab that list again, and start going one by one, checking them off. All right, hey, I reached out to Melina's team. I reached out to Dylan's team. I reached out to XYZ's team and just let them know, hey, I'm here, I'm available. And I consistently did that for at least a month until I knocked out that list.
Okay, first off, so many good things here. So you spent 45 minutes a day going list down by list, doing the same song and dance. You're going there, Googling them, getting as much information as you can, find as much contact points, reaching out. Were you making phone calls during your lunchtime to these signing service owners?
Yeah, so if I couldn't find an email or if something wasn't listed on the website, whatever I could find, whether it be a phone number, an email, I called, whether I got the receptionist or even if I got the owner ahead of time, hey, just give me a call. Want to introduce myself. I'm a local signing agent available during these times. I would love to work with you and see how we can benefit from each other's work.
Okay, so you did mornings before work, lunchtime. Take me to after work.
So at evening times, come home, wind down, get dinner prepped, get the little one ready to go to sleep, shower her, bathe her, put her down. Boom. Check on the spouse. Hey, you good? You need anything from me? I want to sit down. I'm going to go do work. Bang. So I want to say on good nights, baby was down by 8, maybe 9. So I told myself, man, all right, I know I had to be up at 7, but let's dedicate a few more hours in this. Maybe lose a little bit of sleep, but let's get it done and build this business up.
I hope everyone's hearing this. And you did this on repeat for, I think you said 30 days, more or less?
More or less 30 days.
Okay. And so, people always say, well, how are you making $1,000 a month part-time? Well, he put in the work the first 30 days. He gave you the blueprint because there's so many notaries and students, frankly, who just go through the database and then they're upset that they're not getting enough notifications where you're making $1,000 to $2,000 a month because you did the work. What really was going through your mind to kind of take it to the next level of what you did to build this business?
It's like anytime you go to you meet anybody new, if you don't make that connection with somebody, you don't really give them a reason to say, hey, like, I want to know what that guy does. I want to see what he does. What is he about? They're not going to really care about you. You need to tell them your story, show them why you're going to add value to their business and how they can add value to yours.
You did not just allow them to judge you off of a profile in SnapDocs. You did not allow them to judge you off a profile in Signing Order. You didn't allow them to judge a profile off a Notary Dash. And that's the difference, right? This is how he has built this business because he realized it's a relationship business. How much of your business is signing service versus direct?
So direct is probably at least 5 to 10%.
Okay.
Everything else is signing service.
I hope everybody heard that, right? There's this idea you can still build relationships via signing services. It's not that you only can build relationships via direct business. Darrall is letting you know straightforward, like, I'm choosing to create relationships with signing services and now I get repeat business. Of your clients, how many of them are giving you repeat business?
Of all my signing services, every single one.
That's my point. Darrall, and thank you so much for this conversation day, especially part-timers. They feel like, oh, there's no way I can make $1,000 to $2,000 a month, right? That's what the first thing they say to yourself. You are obviously doing that. The second thing they say is, well, how do you create relationships with signing services if they're all over the country? And the answer is you pick up a phone and you introduce yourself, right? I tell you what to say in the course, but I just can't say it for you. And you are the definition of being an implementer. I know you're going to build this business at $3,000 or $4,000 part-time, and they're going to have a real moment between you and your wife of like, do I transition into full-time? But what I've heard so far is as a business owner who really understands that slow is the speed. My work determines my effort, right? It doesn't seem like you're trying to build this today. It's like you're just consistently doing everything forward. I think it's because you obviously have a family and a full-time job, but just share people with kind of, where do you see yourself in 6 and 12 months in the business?
So 6 to 12 months, I'm hoping to be split between signing service and direct. Signing service, I'll say it now and proud, is the bread and butter.
People always feel like I'm anti-signing service. I'm not anti-signing service. I am pro-revenue. And so being pro-revenue means I'm always going to encourage you to go direct, but that doesn't mean I'm anti-signing service. It just means I'm pro you make as much money as possible. But I'm just proud of you for saying loud and proud. And I think part-timers need to hear this, right? Full-time job, 8 to 5. So now that we talked about that, let's talk about your signing business, right? So walk people through now that we've talked about how you built it. What does the day of a life look like in executing the signings to make that $1,000 to $2,000?
For example, if you say I get a signing at, let's say 2, 3 o'clock. Okay, sign came in at 1:30, confirm. Hey, sign's yours. Perfect. Okay. All right. Already took my lunch. So how am I going to get to this client? How am I going to call them? What I was doing was using any downtime near the end of the day when we're all downshifting. Hey, this is a perfect time. I got about 5, 10, 15 minutes before our next big task. Let me use this time to make a quick phone call out to the client. I don't know. Hey, I'm here. I just want to confirm we're still meeting today at 6 o'clock. Bang. All right. Darrall, how are you going to print the docs? Luckily, rush home. Home is not too far away from the office. Run home at 5, print, review everything, make sure everything looks great. Head out the door, go execute that assignment.
Love it. Let me take one step back. Thank you for being so granular. This is perfect. So you utilize the break in your shift to make the phone call to confirm with the signing service, I got you. So you do have a job that's flexible enough that you can hit yes on a cell phone. Most jobs are like that nowadays.
Yeah, so if anything does come during the day, if I had to make the sacrifice, I don't highly recommend it. But if you're willing to drive and do it, skip your lunch. Use that whole lunch hour. Hey, you have that hour? Bang. Mark sent me a signing. Signing's at 2. Calling client at 1:30. Hey, Mr. So-and-so client, are you available to meet with me? Are you still set today for 2 o'clock? Great. I'm going to be heading out of my office at 2 o'clock to meet with you. Bang.
God, oh, so you're actually moving your lunch sometimes to fit in those daytime appointments. This is great. So let's say you come in, a text message comes across, It's 3 o'clock. Do you ever call on your break and be like, hey, do you move it? And if you do, what do you say? If you don't, do you hit decline? Talk people through that part of your system.
Of course, during the times where I can't accept it, something comes in at 3. I know I'm going to be slammed in the office. I'm not going to be getting out for another couple hours. I'll reach out to the signing service. Hey, I'm not available right now at 3, but if client's okay, can we bump this back to about 5:30, 6 o'clock? And I will get these documents signed and executed and have them sent out first thing in the morning.
What's the percentage of the times they allow you to move it because you asked? Just give me a percentage.
I want to say at least 30 to 40%.
Okay, it's great. I appreciate the honesty, by the way, too. It wasn't 75 or 80, but again, you don't get what you don't ask for. And so I would argue if 30%, let's use the low number of that, if 30% of the time they'll move it, like I think that's stellar. And so I want part-time signing agents to hear this. So let's walk people through the process. You get the text message, you see it for 3 o'clock. Are you Googling the name of the signing service, hitting accept, Googling them, calling them asking? Walk people through that part of the process.
Yeah, so something comes in, the closing signing service, hey, I have a signing at 3. All right, I'm jumping in, I'm Googling, closing signing service. What's their direct line number? Bang, call. Hey, I saw this order come across. I know it's set for 3, but is there any flexibility in this to where I can push it back to maybe 5 or 6 if the client's okay with that, and if you and Tyler's okay with that? Bang.
Love it, man. I mean, he's giving you the playbook right now. I hope people rewatch this. Thank you. You're so granular and perfect. And I love the very vulnerable, honest answer. That works 30% of the time, but it's still 30% of the time you're making money because you simply made a 5-second Google search, got the best phone number, asked them, they said no, it's no skin off your back, you move on. You couldn't have done it anyways. But now all of a sudden you have 30% more business because you're not afraid to take that question. It asks that question is what I should say. Man, what an incredible time. Okay, so now let's walk through this. At this point of your business, you do not have a mobile office. You are running home to print your documents.
Correct. So So only thing that I have that is mobile is a mobile scanner. As a part-time signing agent, I will say that is my lifesaver. The goal is to get to the mobile scanner, but it's not something you need right away.
That's my point. That's what I was trying to get at. You beat me to it. Thank you. As I think a lot of part-timers feel the pressure that they need a mobile office, not even close. You're a $2,000 a month signing agent part-time, and you're doing it by coming home and by printing your docs. The mobile scanner, let's give a little plug to the mobile scanner. What mobile scanner do you use? And
Hudson 580W.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. I know there's other ones out there. I've loved it. Never had any issues with it.
Okay, so now let's talk about 6 o'clock. You got a signing, you do the signing, you're heading straight to FedEx with the loan docs. Give people your play-by-play. Are you going home, FedExing it in the morning? Walk people through that part.
So 6 o'clock, unfortunately down here in my part of Florida, 6 o'clock is our cutoff. So at that time, I already am aware, okay, signing's done. We're not heading to FedEx, but we're gonna sit down, head out of that signing, review the docs before we leave. Make sure everything is signed, dated, executed properly, jump in the truck, get the car started, and start scanning. Bang. Scan, upload the signing order, snap docs, whoever your order is coming from, let the signing service know, like, hey, this is executed. Can we review right now before I head out? If I get the A, okay, everything's great, boom, I'm heading home, getting everything pre-packaged, get ready to go, wake up in the morning, no, all right, I gotta be in office by 8:30. Let me stop at my FedEx, drop this off, and get it shipped out. So Tyler
got it. So you're shipping it off before you go to work, basically. So you go home, scan, double check your work, throw it in FedEx before you go to work, and boom, the next day. I mean, look, this is the day in the life. This is the life of a signing agent. Darrall can do everything, his play-by-play on he's getting the business, how he executes the signing, his mobile scanner. I mean, if there's anybody watching this, Darrall, who has a full-time job and doubts they can build this part-time around their 8 to 5, what would you say to them, man?
What's stopping you? Why couldn't you? You have to have the drive and be hungry for it. If you want to go after something, who's stopping you? The only one stopping you is yourself.
Love it. You know, you're a dad, Papa Bear comes out, you got a baby girl, you got a wife. I mean, you were living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, what was your marriage like living paycheck to paycheck?
Definitely it took a strain on me because it just felt like I wasn't doing enough. Like, I felt like at times, like I look at my baby girl and it's like, like she has what she needs, but I want her to have more. I don't want her to ever feel like Daddy, so and so has that. Why don't I have that? Or Daddy, I want to go get this. I don't ever, as a parent, want to tell my kid no. If she wants it some way, somehow, we're gonna get it. And if that meant me sacrificing long nights, sacrificing lunch, putting in, God knows, maybe 70-hour, 80-hour work weeks with the full time in this, I'm gonna do what I need to do to take care of them and make sure that we're good.
Yeah, you're a good dad, man.
Appreciate it.
Where are you guys now, and how happy are you made this decision to take a risk on yourself and become a part-time signing agent?
Oh, definitely. Like if you asked me this going on like a year back, I would have told you, Mark, I don't know. Like I might wake up and I'm not gonna come home to a wife and a kid. Like, we were tight, financial struggles happened, but I told her like just have faith. Like give me that year. Let me prove you wrong in a sense. Not that the wife's ever wrong. Happy wife, for everybody out there. But now that I'm in this point where she's seeing it coming and she's like, babe, I feel like your phone's always going now, where you're always on the go. It's been better. It's allowing us to have more time to spend together, go on little trips, go on little vacations, where it's like, hey, I want to go do this today. Okay, let's go. It wasn't a second guessing of, hey, I don't know if we're going to be able to today. Or I don't think we're going to be able to do this month or that month or this time. Now it's where it's like that extra money is allowing me to go on trips, go do anything else I want to do and not feel like I have that headache where it's like, hey, did we take care of that other bill that we needed to pay? It's like, no, like we're there. Now let's have that play money or put away money, investment money, and go do something with it.
Well, thank you for sharing that, man. And like I said, I think the money, money can't buy happiness, but money can buy you memories. And for me, memories are happiness. And what it can buy you is breathing room. It can buy you a better functioning relationship because you're not thinking about those things. So, man, I'm just so proud to be a part of your journey. If anything I learned today is, this business is being built because Darrall's put in the work, right? This business is being built because you're willing to do what other people aren't doing. And so what I would tell you is just don't stop, brother. I can't wait to see you at the top. I know this is just the beginning, $2,000 a month part-time, incredible. I can't wait to do an on the road with you next. But thank you for taking the time to walk people through your life as a signing agent part-time and show them how you can build it around their full-time job. So thank you, my friend.
Appreciate it anytime. And definitely I look forward to that on the road when I'm in there, and that's the goal. So to my part-timers, you feel like right now this is just part-time. Where am I going to go from here? Just keep grinding. Keep putting in that work. Don't quit. Don't stop. And next thing I know, I might be calling you for work.
I hope this story inspires you and lets you know what is possible around your full-time work schedule. If you're ready to make extra income part-time, working for your own self as a notary signing agent, then click the link below to get started today. And if you like this video, hit like and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. And as always, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. Let's go.